Hello everybody, it is Knight, and welcome back to Minecraft, the Magitech Wars. As you can see, the village has vastly changed from the last little update. We have installed a huge system of pathing, which isn't complete. These back rows and everything back here, and then everything on this side hasn't been connected yet, but the primary paths have been made between all of these different structures to give a better, so I could have a better sense of where to put buildings. For example, right here would be a great place for a building once I remove those. We've got several new additions to include the tavern has been made. These have been upgraded. The mine, I've got to upgrade this. We've had this house and these guard towers added, cleared out this area, and we've begun on the cow hand station. Um, so we could actually breed cows via the villagers to get meat and milk. The farm does actually produce Pam's Harvest Craft stuff. So I've got them making lettuce, so we can end up pumping out a bunch of burgers and fries for the villagers and myself, because I need to stop eating bacon cheeseburgers. Besides that, there's no real update. I've primarily been grinding hours upon hours upon hours on here. I've defended against pirates, Amazons, um, and ants. Lots and lots of leafcutter ants. They keep coming in from the jungle up over here. There's a whole bunch of them. As you can see, they've already chewed up a bunch of the leaves, and so they started coming this way to get into our dark oak leaves. So I've been fighting them off at this border here to keep them from getting in there. And honestly, they're more annoying than any other mod besides maybe the skeleton. Um, Besides that, I did try to make, so the knights said they could use shields and it asked for this shield, so I've been trying to get them to actually use this so I could make a protection enchantment on it, as well as the enchanter's sword, but I think this is too high a level because I've only got level 2 guard towers, so that means that they can only use up to stone and chainmail. So I'm hoping that by upgrading them further, here we go, we will be able to, I'm missing one of them was not a girl all the way. I'm hoping that they'll be able to actually use this because this, for example, I enchanted with Ignite, Harm, and Amplify times 4. So it does a lot of damage in a single hit. Oh my goodness. Well then. We have tons of amethyst. Like I said, I've been letting this go for hours, and obviously my little amethyst golems have been enjoying it. As for the potatoes and carrots in my inventory right now, that is because our villagers keep getting sick with the flu. And to fix that, since I don't have access to the hospital, you give them a carrot and a potato and they'll heal themselves. I did, in fact, go and fight the Guardians while I was just flying around. I ran into the Sea Temple that's out over that direction, I believe. And I successfully defeated several of the Elder Guardians before I finally got this, the Guardian Eye. So with that, the Magical Eye and the Rogue Eye, which is honestly one of the harder ones to find, we have 2 killed enemy eyes, the Evoker and the Guardian. We need eye. As you see, we need the black eye, so we need to find this in a sunken ship. We need the cold eye, which should be in a frozen biome somewhere. We need the corrupted eye. This is actually found with the pillagers towers, which I found a couple pillager towers, but I have not found this eye yet. The lost eye, I don't remember where we find this one. The nether eye is in the nether fortress. The old eye is in the desert temple. The rogue eye from a jungle temple. This is the cursed eye, which I believe, this is a new eye. I believe this is found in a Blackstone fortress. We have the evil eye. I have no idea where to get this one. because this is new as well. The Guardian Eye, which is from the Guardian. The Magic Eye, which is from the Evoker. And the Wither Eye, which I believe is actually from the Killing the Wither. And I have no idea where to get the Undead Eye. I will have to look those up, because Exotic Eye. Oh, this must be found in like the coral with the drowned. There's a lot of eyes now. These are a lot different. There used to be one that you craft, and it was the dragon's eye. Then there wasn't this one, I could tell you that. This one, and this one are all brand new. Witch's eye, there it is. Yeah, that is one. We have to kill a bunch of witches to try to hopefully get that one, which isn't that hard to do. With finding a tower, pillager tower, we could just fight them until they spawn a banner, then go to a village, and every couple waves they have a few of them, which I've already defeated one, but because of my dispel power, using it against the guardians, so I have the dispel somewhere, dispel this one. Because I used that with the Guardian's weakness, it also took away my Hero of the Village. But yeah, so we have 3 of the eyes that we need. We'll also need to find the place that the portal is kept at. And I did change my armor to dark matter because I had AFK'd and Phantom showed up, and so this armor has taken a heavy beating, as you can see. And I do not have the setup right now to repair this. There's actually a special way that we repair this using the furnace section over here. Impetus restoration is the actual section, where we have to make the tainted stand. We've got those, and then we can put them in with ingredients, for example, and it'll repair the tools as needed. For example, here you go, soul stained. It'll repair any of the normal tools. There was a knife in there. Hold on. Was that actually a knife? Yeah, that is a knife. But then here we have the armor and the soul hunter stuff. And this is also how you fix the scythe, which is at almost half durability. So we'll probably work on that when I step back into Malum. And I'm probably going to grind some of this off camera, just because a lot of the tier 1 stuff, I've already shown how to get most of these items as is. This one is the only one, the plant nature essence is the only one we haven't gotten yet. We can actually make the summon wolves if I make another one of these. What was the last ingredient? The book. And then we need a source gem. Poof. Alright. Then we'll take this. Summon wolves is really handy. Sweet. I took those wings, took that one, and now we just need the 3 bones. So these are summonable doggos that will expire after a time, similar to how the Wilden pack whatever does. It summons a couple of them. One neat trick with these, as well as the should be in here somewhere. I have no idea what this is. That's not it. There is a clone spell. Maybe that is it. That might be it, and I just don't realize it. No, it's the summon decoy. Summon decoy causes a clone of you, and it's we had a couple players in the previous version of this use that, and they spammed it, and it was basically Shadow Clone Jutsu, and they crashed the server with it. And I had no idea till I tried to get on, and I loaded on, and it killed the world because there were just so many entities that it kept lagging and killing the world. Since then, we've upgraded the server, so hopefully that doesn't happen. But we are also in preparation for aeronautics. Um, Create Aeronautics has come out with a quick little update showing off their underwater applications, so their submarine applications. So not only can you have flying ships and flying cities, ships that actually sail and go across the ocean blue, you can have ones that uh, go underwater. Oh, hello, the Scallywags have appeared. Is there one with a... There's one with a... Oh, the drown. That is a Scalawag jockey. Well, I'm glad I'm recording. I also did find out how to get ambergris. Ambergris, you have to basically push a cachalot, the big giant whales. If it gets beached, you have to push him back into the water, is basically how you fix that. Hello. So these are sirens, but they don't really do anything. That's a really big mouth. Interesting. But yeah, they don't really do anything. Oh, we got more fish bones. But we didn't get a Scalawag sword. That must have been a very lucky drop at the beginning. Looks like this guard tower has finally been finished. As you can see, I also encompassed my island into the territory so that I will be alerted if enemies pop up over here too, like from the nether or something. But yeah, that's pretty much been all of the updates so far. The paths was the biggest update we did so far. We do have these cute little spruce-based lanterns around. They're not finished. I need to figure out what I'm going to put on top. I'm probably going to put something like this on top of them, just so it looks nicer. But I don't have a whole bunch of those in supply. I keep making dark oak ones though, so I'll end up with some in supply to use. So, but it is nighttime. It has not said all the villagers are in bed. This is what I'm looking for. All colonists are tucked into bed. That makes sure that all of them are sleeping. Because if you go to bed too early for them, they'll not be able to get any sleep. And then after 3 days of no sleep, they get grumpy. But yeah, that's just the quick update for everything. Actually, I'll show you. As you can see, they're everywhere now. I don't think the hives are very big though, because they haven't grown at all. There was one around here. As you can see, they harvested all of these leaves. All of them. All the leaves are gone. Like, they ate all the leaves. There you go. They'll just start swarming after any hostile that goes after them, and then anything that fights them is pretty much dead. So you kind of want to make sure you get them, like the vampire. The vampires are the worst. The vampires are always fighting them to suck their blood, and they just gang up all over them. Lots of enemies over here. Yeah, they mostly go after the jungle leaves, it seems. They don't really do the mahogany leaves, which I think is just a mod compat. No, they took these ones. But it doesn't look like they can actually go past vines, which is a little weird. And I think it's because they can't actually access these leaves that they're coming over to the mahogany, or to our dark oak, because they're trying to find leaves. So if I really want to temporarily... Where's my shears? Because I don't have these yet. I also need to land. Yeah, because all of these are jungle and oak that they've removed. They haven't touched the mahogany leaves at all. So I think it is, in fact, they have to have a specific type. Yeah, see, I didn't have those. So if we look up jungle saplings and get some bone meal, you'll see when I plant this, they'll swarm at the tree. Oh, because I use bone meal, the Wixie, or the Wixie? Warless Sprig got really happy. So yeah, now they should start coming at this tree, unless they're too big now. They're high. Oh, hello. See, they haven't grown, I don't think. No, they haven't at all. So they're just a bunch of regulars. There's no queen yet. Oh, he's mad. Why is he mad? Why are they mad? What happened? Oh, someone underneath. Hello? That's a bunch of vampires. What are you... Get them. Get them, ants. That's probably why they're not growing very big. Well, this is a slight problem. Is that a vampire spawner? That is! Oh no! Well, this turned into a quick update episode to, I'm fighting the vampires episode. I can still hear them. Can you hear them much? Or is that them? It's probably them. It's a vampire! I do not want to get beaten. I think there's more under us. Another diary. Heartseeker. A vampire's novel. Started months ago, people in my village has always led a peaceful life, but recently a new person moved to town. He was a strange fellow, only emerging from his house at night and rarely talking to the townsfolk. He seemed shifty, but I really started to keep an eye on him when his neighbor's livestock were drained, left in the fields devoid of blood. That night he seemed energized, stronger than usual. I began to watch him after the sun set, often forgoing sleep in favor of finding out what he was up to. Like clockwork, he would emerge from his house as the sun was setting and disappear into the shadows. Sometimes I could have sworn his eyes glowed red as he set off in the night. He looked human but felt off. After a few weeks in town, he began to get visitors late at night. They would often come weak-looking and tired, but leave refreshed, with bottles full of red liquid. As time went on, the livestock in the surrounding area slowly died. When found, they would be completely drained with two punctured, I think that's supposed to be wounds, somewhere on their body. People began to suspect there was a monster in the nearby forest, but I knew the truth. That man was somehow behind this. One morning, a farmer awoke me, claiming that the monster had attacked, but one cow survived. He claimed the animal had become violent and its eyes had grown blood red. He led me to the barn where he had trapped the creature and was decided that it was time to figure out this mystery. The next night, very carefully, I took the cow and put it in a nearby shed. I began my experience, learning what this creature was consumed my nights, and I soon grew careless. The man who lived in the town was no longer being watched, and was out of livestock. Without a nearby source of blood, he soon moved to the townspeople. I paid no attention, and one by one these people disappeared. Some would return, but they were different, often staying inside their houses until the sun had set. The town was empty, but it became alive at night. I ignored the loud yelling I often heard, assuming everything was okay. As I worked, I found the cow was susceptible to some things. It often became weak when in contact with water or near garlic. It became sluggish and weak, but it didn't harm it. I needed something to defeat the creature that had moved to my town. Finally, I came upon my solution. Fire. One flame and the cow ignited, quickly burning to ashes. I lost my test subject, but gained a new weapon. I went to bed that night, satisfied with my work, but woke up to screams only minutes later. I grabbed my flint and steel and rushed out the door to help. Emerging from my house, I tripped and crashed to the ground. To my horror, I had tripped over the body of my neighbor. A small old woman who lived alone with her dog. I was aghast. Who would have done such a thing? She was an innocent person who would never harm a soul. I found my answer as I looked up, seeing that strange man approach. His eyes glowed red as he licked the blood from his sharp, pointed teeth. Surprise, he said, drawing closer, eyes locked on me. Behind him, I saw a once familiar face was now distorted, desperately searching for blood. This town was dead, and I was the only human remaining. With my flint and steel in hand, I knew what I had to do. The undead creature dove for me, but I hid him away and ran off into the night. I soon arrived at an abandoned building in the middle of the town and set it ablaze. The flame grew, unbearably hot, but all I could do was watch the fire grow larger and consume the town I once knew and loved. I would make them all burn, these creatures that consumed our livelihood, our people, everything in our lives. I would make them pay. The fire quickly spread, burning the demonic creatures until their ashes remain. I left my home that night with only my flint and steel, but I will stop at nothing to make these vampires burn. This is by Pyromaniac Pick. I want to see if there's... Nope, it's just a cave. Bloody Darkstone. Well, we got rid of this little vampire coven thanks to the ants, so I might keep the ants around because they're anti-vampire. And they don't seem to fight my guards as long as my guards don't fight them. So it might be worth nurturing. I keep hearing them munching on something. You can hear them clearly. So let's grow a few more trees. These trees might be too tall for them to realize that there's leaves up there. What about that one? Do you get that one? Stop going to my trees. I need the leaves, please. Oh, that's a queen. That's an actual queen ant. I need to be careful. You hit her, she gets really mad. And then all the ants fight you. Need 2 more dirt. I meant to grab a stick, but I did not for some reason. My new anti-vampire friends, which will also keep the hunters away, and the hunters will fight you at night. See, they're harvesting avocado leaves. Are they harvesting these? Oh, they are harvesting these. I don't know what's wrong with the other ants. Now they have jungle leaves. I might try some oak leaves too. It's odd. I have music mods specifically so it doesn't get super quiet like this. But then it gets super quiet like this. Yeah, see, that tree is just gone. And they keep coming over to my dark oak. Stay away. Stay away. Looks like this should be finished shortly. Oh, I think it is finished. Who are you? You're the builder. There's no assigned workers. Bucket. Wheat.
What is it?
And now I look up bucket. The wheat can be pulled over here. There's plenty of wheat in the town. Should be finished, so that means that we need a worker over here. Oh, all my freaking things keep turning on for some reason. I think I'm hitting a keybind somehow. So we'll need to finish building this one and upgrade this one, and then I got 2 houses down there. Which I think this builder's supposed to be working on it, but he's been iffy at best. Oh. Anyways, now we know some vampiric lore. This will likely be attached to the other update that I just recently had, where I went over the change of the town. So that goes upstairs. No, no, no. This. No. No, no, no. These. That. So we'll get to sorting our inventory. In the next episode, I plan on doing that Malum thing to repair our armor, and then some more Ars Magica stuff like turrets and things. The reason the episodes haven't been purely focused on magic is because I've been building up this empire. So what if some mechanical creation tries to come and invade, I'll have an army behind me, which we're actually researching right now. Actually, I think I might be able to make now the barracks, so we can actually raise a full army, which I'll probably put here, actually, because I think this is just big enough to fit it. And then, like I said, we've been attacked by pirates where they sail in on a ship similar to this one, and then they just keep coming at the place till we either kill them all or burn their ship down. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed these little Empire updates. Like I said, in the next video, we should be working more on the magic side of things. Maybe investigating some more anti-vampire things besides giant leafcutter ants. But with that, I hope you had fun. Have a good one. Toodles.